can see the Antarctic Peninsula and the Antarctic, West Antarctica are both shedding water into the sea. Greenland is shedding water into the sea. And the red line is the delivery from all of those. This is what it looks like in terms of global climate change for the future. In terms of the different amounts of ice that can get in, melting and raising sea level. And you've seen what happens to, I used to live in Miami. Miami has maybe 60, 70 years to go, and then it will disappear. And it'll become a Venice with boats between the buildings. If you want to see something really scary, you melt the East Antarctic ice sheet as well. That would take, presumably, at least 10,000 years. And then you have St. Louis as a seaport. This is the effect of the pine mark beetles. It's a very dramatic effect. It changes the albedo, it changes the hydrologic cycle, it changes everything, and we didn't know about that until the last few years. And then if you talk about wildfires, the ones that we're having are really quite minor. This is western Siberia, and this was about a month ago. The whole place is on fire. Now, if we burn all the petroleum, natural gas, and coal, this is what the CO2 record looks like. You can see that period of stabilization that we managed to do somehow quite inadvertently in the early history of human civilization. But if we burn it all, we jack up CO2 to quite high levels, and if we look at what that means in terms of temperature, it looks like this, and there's some events shown on there from the pyramids of Giza, the Trojan War, the Little Ice Age, and so on, and then that spike. That spike is as big, going in the warm direction, as the glacials were cold, going in the other direction. So this is what the global temperature record looks like. And you can see that rise there. Now there are plateaus in all this, and you can see the global dimming of the 40s and 50s in there. But things are going up, and just because it's a cool summer, don't think it's over. It will keep going up quite steadily. Interesting enough for us, North America happens to be in the most critical place that I can find for climate change. We have the Arctic sea ice retreat. We have the El Nino, La Nina phenomenon, changing climate, and we're sitting in Hurricane Alley. So I would just warn you that the IPCC and other estimates of temperature change are very, very conservative. They don't include the fossil effects of the feedbacks that are now becoming apparent. And I think myself, my personal opinion is we've passed the most critical tipping point. We're going toward an ice-free Arctic Ocean, and the Earth is entering a new climatic state. So thank you very much. And if you want to know more in detail about this, I have a book. We have a few more copies left, but you can look it up on the internet. Thank you very much.